How's it going, guys? It's 4:30 in the morning right now. Just getting out here to get the first group of cows over to milk. It's another chilly morning, down about 30 degrees right now. Starting to get used to it a little bit. For cleaning these beds off, I found I really like to wear a dust mask. I have some allergies, I end up sneezing. So I'm going through, cleaning the stalls, trying to let the cows make their way out of the stalls without rushing them too much. We want to get all the moisture off, manure that's on the beds, whatever. Pull a little bit of fresh bedding back. So yesterday we got the last of these floor mats in the holding area behind the milking parlor. They're the easy fix mats, and I think the cows are liking them from what I can tell. You can see how they're standing in here. We don't have the crowd gate pushed up at all. There's one cow standing behind them. Everybody else is up on the mats. We didn't do the back section here. We got the slatted floor, so we want to leave that open. They seem like they are moving over better from the barn just because they want to get on these mats. Like they weren't really standing in the crossover this morning. They were just making their way in here a lot quicker. All right, girls, let's go. So now we got our ceiling fan just running real slow, pushing the warm air in the top of the parlor down. Works pretty good. Ready for the last side of pen 1 to come in the parlor now. Yeah, I'm starting to think this rubber is something we should have done a long time ago. I don't know, they just seem to like it. And it's nice because they're kind of in this tight space, they're pivoting some. It's good for their feet to have some cushion there. We're getting towards the end of milking now. Just getting the last group over. This is the special needs group. And looked over at the pre-fresh pen. Looks like we got a new calf here. It's good timing. We can milk the cow right now and feed the calf then. Half Montebelliard calf. Let's see if it's a heifer. Yes, that's a good thing. I was hoping we'd get some heifers. So I'm gonna let her lick this calf a little bit and then we'll get it out of here. We'll milk her in a little bit. So she's gonna milk that cow into a bucket, keep the milk separate. It's colostrum. So we wanna try and get 4 quarts of that into this calf as soon as possible. 3 to 4 quarts. That's like natural immunity. It is so important you get colostrum into the calf. It makes a massive difference as far as health and growth of the calf. Now I want to get the calf out of this pen and into a cleaner little calving pen over here. Ideally, the calves would be born in separate pens and clean bedding, but it's just kind of impossible to always have that happen. So we try to keep this pen bed up as good as we can. There she is. So Megan will feed that one right after the milking. Should drink pretty good because they're usually hungry right after they're born. So the rubber cleans pretty well. It doesn't wash out extremely easily because there's grooves in here to add traction. That's just the way it is. Kind of a trade-off, but that's plenty clean. Doesn't need to be completely spotless out here. It's not really any worse than the grooved concrete was because that would hold manure in it too. Just gonna finish this wash down and then we'll check some cows over there in the special needs. So I'm trying to make it a habit every morning to check all the cows that had a calf in the last week, check the temperatures, make sure they're eating. Just letting a couple of these get tied in and then we can check some temps. We've had quite a few calves born this week, so there's a number of cows I want to make sure are doing good. So we just use a digital thermometer in the rear end. That's the best way to get the temps. Always got to have my milk and gloves on to do this. She's good. That one just had a calf yesterday.
These are aspirin. I gave 4 of these to help swelling. So I did that already. And now we're gonna give this pill. It's a calcium. It has calcium in it. Cows sometimes after they have calves need calcium. So that's quite a pill. It's big as my hand. You can't tell a cow to open its mouth and swallow, so you gotta gently put this in so they swallow it. It doesn't hurt them if you do it right. Just gently push it down so it gets past the tongue, and then you push it down in, and then she can swallow it.
So sometimes cows if they don't clean right, it's called a retained placenta. They get an infection in their uterus, so checking their temperatures is good. That way we can know if they're running a fever, they're fighting something, and we can give them antibiotics if we need to, or at least aspirin to help them feel better. So it is just before 8 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and take some breakfast. It's only gotten colder since I got out here. See the frost this morning? It is nice though. I'm loving this weather. We got a cow in this group that does not know how to lay in a stall. Most cows learn on their own, but sometimes they just don't, and we gotta chase them in. We've been chasing her in, but she just still isn't learning, so we're gonna have to pen her in for a little bit. Hopefully she'll lay down. Okay, so just keep her in there, and then she'll eventually lay down once she gives up on trying to back out. We checked back in on that cow and she broke out once, but we put her right back in. Added a little bit extra duct tape this time, so hopefully she stays. Today's Friday. We don't have a whole lot going on. Just take care of some dairy chores. Need to bed the calves up. Have a few heifer calves to move out to the calf barn. Good. Putting bedding in these new pens for the calves I want to move out. Ready to bring out the new heifer calves. All right, so we got 5, I guess.
Ooh, that's a lot.
If we move those 2, unless we want to just wait. That would make 5, but I only have 4 pens ready. She didn't even get those tugged yet, so we can get them later. So that's a half Monty. That's the first heifer half Monty we have. Don't look too different than a Holstein.
Head is white,
Yeah, they got the white head. We got 2 more heifers. The one was born this morning. I'll get those beginning of next week. We don't have a whole lot else to do the rest of the morning, so I'm going to work on my computer, editing the last video I filmed. We'll have to bed the stalls this afternoon and also dry a couple cows up, so. The Tenjin Den. I was working in my office there for a good while. The milkers just got the second group of cows over. It's Friday afternoon, so we're gonna bed the free stalls. We do half the barn at a time, so I'm gonna go to that far corner. We'll do that whole half right now. Just takes 1 scoop. So we throw some hydrated lime in the shavings, mix it up a little bit. So our cow we have trapped in the stall there doesn't appear to have laid down. Well, at least she's not laying right now. But she didn't break out. We're about to bring that group over to milk. Maybe we can tie her back in again after milking. She's probably hungry though. Looks like she wants to eat. My dad dry treated 2 cows this afternoon. They're due to have a calf in 2 months. So we're gonna chase them out now down to the dry cow barn. 493 and 494. We got Fonzie helping us. We've been setting up this wire temporarily every time we chase, and that's a game changer. Got a few to chase back up to. That wire's amazing. I gotta get going though. Finished off the day feeding cows. Just gonna wrap this video up. I'll see you guys later. This is the type of evening I've been waiting for. So nice.